Today's episode is a reaction to a video posted by O'Shea Duke Jackson and Traditional Future titled, Kevin Samuels Was Your Last Hope, The Rise of the Passport Bros. Now, if you've never heard of the Passport Bros, they are a group of black men who have given up on black women. So they go to poorer countries to exploit younger, poorer women of other nationalities. The reason they do that is because they know that those ladies will give up the feminine to get money and treats. Now, Traditional Future said that Kevin Samuels was black women's last hope to keep all black men from giving up on them and turning into passport bros. Is he right? Let's talk about it.
I can see him again.
I'm not trying to give you guys the impression that I had a relationship with Kevin Samuels. However, I did have a couple of conversations with him to try to lead him to do what he was doing differently. That is, until I realized that he was running a business and using controversy to obtain traction and attention from the entertainment world. See, next to sex, there is nothing that sells better on the American market than controversy and chaos. Kevin Samuels' method seemed toxic to many women because it was like house training a puppy. See, you stick their nose in their shit and then you spank them, right? Of course, women didn't like having a man stick their nose in their shit or having a man take it upon himself to spank them. And that is why I was trying to convince Kevin to use the same method that I use to give women the knowledge that they need to change. But silly me, I didn't realize at first that Kevin was not trying to solve male and female relationships problem because he concluded that they are not ready to change. See, he was trying to position himself to make the most money and acquire the most followers that he could until they were ready to change. So since he had a method to his madness, I just backed off and let him do his thing. Now, I realize that in the meantime, I have to keep doing what I'm doing to push people to get the information that they need to make a permanent change. And the method that I use is called the education method. See, the word education comes from the Latin word educere, which means to bring out. The true purpose of education is to help a person bring out the best of what they have inside of them to offer to the world. And see, the education method gives men and women information that will help bring out or master their confident, masculine, and powerful feminine, all right? Now, the reason Kevin was not the last hope is his definition of a high-value man did not educate men on the key elements of manhood that makes high-value men or makes men high-value to women. The high-value man to women are good men, good husbands, good fathers, and providers, or the Russell Wilson type. And this is why many women were praying Sierra's prayer. Okay, now let's review what Kevin's high-value man criteria was real quick so that what I'm about to say next will make sense. Kevin said that a high-value man must earn $10,000 per month. He must have been earning that income for at least 3 to 5 years. He must be accepted by other high-value men, and he must be part of a network of other high-value men. All right, and Kevin said that a high-value man must also have LinkedIn visibility for people to recognize who he is and what he does easily, and he must be useful to other people. Now, all of that sounds good on the surface, but it was also controversial. Therefore, people got caught up in an argument about it because of the entertainment value of a high-value man controversy caused a disconnect in people's intellect, and that intellectual disconnect made it hard for people to realize that while Kevin was complaining that women aren't concerned with what men want, he also was not teaching men what women want. So here's a Muppet news flash that will kill the high-value man controversy and hopefully connect everyone back to intellectual reality. The average woman does not care about the things in Kevin's high-value man criteria. Now, of course, they want a man to make enough money to be a good provider, but women don't care how long the man has been making that money, all right? They don't care whether he's accepted by other men or not, because a lot of them don't feel accepted by other women, okay? Now, they don't care if he has a network of other men because they don't want him to feel like he has to be hanging out with the boys constantly in order to maintain that network. And the average woman does not care if a man has LinkedIn visibility. Now, the only women who do care about that are the Power Rangers and the Thundercats, okay, who are trying to reach the top of the corporate ladder. And the only other people that women care about their man being useful to is her and her children. Now, Kevin Samuels did have a positive impact on male and female relationships in terms of getting women to start thinking about what men want in a wife rather than just focusing on their selfish desires. Now, the problem he was not teaching men the essential qualities and characteristics of a husband that a woman who is ready to be a wife would want. See, Kevin was focused on telling women how they must prepare themselves to be wives and to focus on developing the qualities and characteristics of a feminine and submissive wife. However, he neglected to teach the men how to be husbands, fathers, and providers so that they would be ready for all of these submissive women. Now, people from the YouTube manosphere will say that he was teaching men long before he started teaching women. And that's because they don't understand that leading young men to wash their ass and wear cologne and put on suits and make more money is different from teaching them how to be a husband. All of that other stuff might lead a young man to become a baby daddy by getting more women, but learning how to be a better husband will make you wealthy. Guys, Kevin Samuels was running an entertainment business, all right? He understood that next to sex, nothing sells better than chaos and controversy, and that is presented in the form of entertainment. And that is why those housewife reality shows receive high ratings on TV. See, the first problem with the entertainment business is that it is not altruistic or meant to serve the common good. The purpose of an entertainment business is to make money. The second problem with entertainment is that it keeps you stuck right where you are looking for more entertainment. And the third problem with entertainment is that it causes you to disconnect from all intellect. And you'll notice, because if you've ever been watching TV, you realize one day you forgot what you was watching. All right. And that happened because the spiritual power in entertainment causes it to be absorbed by your subconscious mind, not your conscious mind. And that is why you don't learn anything from YouTube content that is entertaining. See, most people's minds were not changed permanently by Kevin Samuels' content because it was entertaining, not educating. Now, since most of you guys hate religion, you have never received any spiritual training. Therefore, you don't understand that there is a spiritual side to everything, okay? You don't realize that you are not a human being. You are actually a spirit being living in a physical body. So it's important for you to know that every physical entity has a spiritual property. And the spiritual property contained in entertainment has the power to draw you back repeatedly to the spot where you were previously entertained. All right. Thus, the vast majority of people who tune into Kevin Samuels shows repeatedly looking to be entertained were not transformed. All right. And objectively, Kevin's monologues were informing, but not transforming. So as we sit here today, the state of black male and female relationships remain largely unchanged, as if there had never been a Kevin Samuels. There are several things that I offer which you can find on drwillenterprises.com that will transform men and women into husbands and wives with the capacity to build wealth for their families exponentially. I have a book titled Relationships, Everything You Need to Know Before You Get Married. I have an audio book titled There's Gold in Them Hills. And then I have a Kingmakers Masterclass video series, all right? Men that receive this information will be transformed into better men, husbands, fathers, and providers. They will become the type of men that are high value to women, that is the type of man that they want and never leave, okay? And they will have the knowledge that their daddy should have told them to build generational wealth for their family exponentially. And ladies, if you're wise, you will go to my website and get this knowledge yourself for your man as soon as this video ends. Now, my objective is to show people how the masculine and feminine were designed to be combined like the Wonder Twins to produce love and happiness in male and female relationships, as well as create wealth on the $1 million to $1 billion level. Now, we all have this capacity inside of us, and it will activate and give us access to it once men and women come together in agreement in the order of God for their family. But we just need more men like me, yours truly, not another Kevin Samuels, who can teach both men and women how to bring it out. Now, my goal is to help people achieve their relationship and financial goals without exploiting them, abusing them, or making them feel bad about their current situation or condition. The method Kevin Samuels used was entertaining, but it was not educating, okay? Education will move you ahead in life, whereas entertainment will keep you stuck right where you are, waiting to be entertained some more. Now, the reason why we have not moved ahead in our relationships, our family situations, or financial condition is because we have been trained to use male and female relationship issues as a form of entertainment. See, the women get stuck in their corner and hold their position. The men get stuck in their corner and hold their position. However, they are led to the center of the ring to fight, but they are never led to go to the middle of the ring to come together. And why? It's because the entertainer knows that the fight is entertaining and people will pay to see the fight, okay, if he keeps the fight going. Now, in order to keep you coming back for more entertainment and for him to make more money, he has to keep you fighting. Do you realize that the prizes that 250-pound heavyweight boxers fight for are purses and belts? That kind of sounds like an episode of The Real Housewives, don't it? See, people watch boxing matches and The Real Housewives TV shows because they want to see a fight. They are there because they are entertained by chaos and conflict. However, that is the same reason people tune in to Kevin Samuels' live shows night after night. See, he would chin-check young women and people wanted to be there to see the fight. But at the end of the day, nothing about most of those people's current relationships has changed. And why? It's because they've been entertained, all right? Again, entertainment is designed to keep you right where you are. However, the people who are ready to change their relationships will go to drwillenterprises.com and receive the knowledge that they need to build a happy, loving relationship inside of a wealthy family. Well, that's all that I have for now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video with your family and friends, and I'll be back with something new that nobody told you. Until then, remember that God loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you next time on Zero to Millions and Dr. Will Enterprises.